ready to go live here. Picking up from where we left off last time, which was in right at the end of Dungeon 3. So, give me just 1 second to switch my view here. Make sure I can actually see what's happening. Where's my chat, guys? My chat disappeared out of my... There it is. Excellent. It's here. Okay. How do I get it back? Sorry, getting stuff set up. There it is. Alright, excellent. Hey, that's all there. Excellent, okay. Got that all fixed up. Nothing like messing around here. Okay. We're set up. We're good to go. Wasted a good 90 seconds of my stream time here for that. Excellent. Alright, so now I can see chat as you guys type questions, and will not run into the same problems again, which is fantastic. So let's go ahead and pick up where we left off. So we've just finished Dungeon 3, Level 3 in Legend of Zelda. What we're going to do is we're going to jump into picking up another heart container, and then we're going to go, now that we have the raft, we can get one more heart container, and then we can move on to Level 4. And so that's going to be what we're focused on this play session. So let's come on out here. Alright. I had to switch controllers from last time because... my controller kept drifting on me, which was just makes this game so much easier to play. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back towards the starting area, because we could go straight to Dungeon 4, which is actually very close to where we are now. But I want another heart container before I jump in there, because we're going to eventually go and get the Master Sword. So we've got the magic sword here, the white sword, which is much stronger. The Master Sword does twice as much damage as this, so it means it does 4 times the damage overall from the starting sword in the game, which is just fantastic. And now we're going to start entering levels where we can lose our shield. We can do it's just going to be much more difficult from this point forward. So I want to make sure I have every advantage I can before we go in. So we're going to come over here. Back to the starting screen, because from there we can easily get to the heart container. Okay, so we're back to the starting screen. This should look familiar if you've ever played this game. From here we're going to go all the way to the right as far as we can until we run into the ocean, and then we're going to swing all the way north until we hit a dock. From this point, we could go back a couple screens to where we cross the bridge and go up one, and that'll get us to the dock that takes us to the next dungeon. But as I said, I really want to go and grab this heart container before we go in there. So let's go do that. Just got hit in the face. Excellent. Alright, so we're going to come here. Okay, so we're going to keep going all the way to the right. Now, we have the blue ring already, which is great. It means we're going to take half damage from these guys, but we still want to be careful. I like having my sword firing across the screen, because it makes it a little bit easier to play. There we go. Collect some rupees. We're eventually going to go spend some more rupees on foot. I said don't get hit, and then get hit. Excellent. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going, all the way to the right. all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Keep going, keep going, keep going. A couple more screens, and then we're going to swing north. Okay. One more screen. And swing north. Uh-oh. Got hit. That was good. Swing my sword. Yeah, you can see you take half damage, so those guys barely damage you, but they do damage you. So, remember this place, because we're going to come back here. Oh, goodness. Silly. Silly. Okay, remember this, because we're going to come back here right after this next dungeon. We're going to get the step ladder, which will allow us to step over these gaps here. And so, those are out there. And we should be here, yes. Okay, and then we can go out on our raft and come out here and get another heart container. Take which one you want. So we already have the red potion, so we don't need to grab it twice. You can't have more than one of them. So let's grab another heart container, and then we're going to head to the next dungeon from here. So let's come down and out. So now we're just going to run this way. All the way around the lake. So let's go. And from here, we just keep going across. We're going to come to a place we've seen before in this run. A little hole here to grab some stuff earlier. And then we're going to go across the desert here. Across the desert. Try not to get hit by these guys again. There we go. Excellent. Back to full health. Okay. Alright. Rupees. And then a couple more screens, and we'll swing down here. Oh. Up. Oh, chicken out. Okay, come down, and swing left here. And we're going to go all the way to the end of this, and there will be a dock here that we can hop out on. Go out. Down to the left. Lots of fairies there. Excellent. And then here is our dock. Yep, all the way at the end here. Go all the way out, and now we are in the next dungeon. Okay. So from here, in this dungeon, as I mentioned, the ladder is in here, so we want to go grab it. It's in a hidden room, and we actually need the ladder to get through the dungeon. So it is required that we get it, and we'll be able to get another heart container after this that will allow us to go grab the Master Sword. So we'll get 2 more heart containers coming. Alright, so from here, let's go grab some keys. We've already got 4 keys. We try not to use all of our keys on this run, just so that we have some flexibility and we can skip some things, but let's go over here and grab another key. Gotta kill all the bat things. There we go. Grabbed ourselves another key. Let's go up, and now we're gonna get these new jumping bat creature things. When you kill them, they turn into red bats, which are exactly the same as the blue bats. Don't do any more damage. They just double. So these giant blue bat guys turn into 2 smaller red bat guys. Okay. I am gonna go ahead and switch to my candle because we're gonna start hitting some dark rooms here. So let's go here. I'm gonna ignore these guys because they're annoying. So in here, as I said, they're annoying. Turn into multiple bats. Okay. Twice as many enemies to kill. All right, here we go. Back out here. Let's go. Let's swing north now. Just got hit in the face. Okay. So in here we're gonna get another key. We don't have to kill all these guys, but we can. All right. All right. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to swing left. We're going to get into another dark room, I think, coming up, if I recall. So let's get our candle out again. And yes, another dark room. So let's switch over to this, because you can only use the blue candle once per room. Excellent. Okay. All right, so we're going to go into the next room. We've got to go up a couple rooms, and then from there, we can head all the way to the right. And, yeah, so we go from here up one, and then over to the right all the way. And we'll end up in a room with a couple of big circle blobby things that can swallow you. If they swallow you, they are going to take your shield, your magic shield, and you're going to have to buy another one, which is awful. I mean, it's a way to waste rupees at this point, because I'm almost maxed out on rupees again, you can see. We could also switch to using our arrows here. They cost rupees every arrow you shoot, instead of our boomerang. But I mean, I prefer the boomerang, but you can use either one you want. Oh yeah. Gotta stay on my... Alright, so from here... Okay, so we're gonna go up one more. I think a lot of these rooms are gonna be dark rooms that we hit for the rest of this dungeon, so I'm gonna try and keep this out, and switch to it only after I use it. Switch to my boomerang. Okay, there we go. Actually, probably just leave this out, leave this selected, and then run this way. Go through this door, and we're gonna swing all the way to the right here. Bats! Everywhere bats. Alright. Probably be helpful to do this now. There's so many bats in here. Alright. There it is. Alright, so we open this. So from here, we're going to go over one more room. That's going to be where our ladder is. That'll just make it easier for us to run across these little gaps. It'll fill those gaps with the ladder, and then we can step over the top of the water. But we are going to have to go in here and hit the little switch, the hidden switch in the middle to open the door in the far corner. And this is where those little blobby things are, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful in this room. Okay? The blobby things that can eat your shield. These stupid things. And there we go. Oh, don't get hit, don't get hit, don't get hit. You get hit by the static things, and they take away your ability to swing your sword. So, alright, here we go. Push this up, and there's our little room. So we're going to go in here. Kill bats as usual in these. And go get our ladder. Our step ladder here. Okay. And now we come up. And get out of here. Come all the way back over. There's a room we can go up here if we want to, but I think that gets us trapped in the middle of an island, if I recall. So I'm not going to waste a key on that. Let's go up here. Nope. Alright, and now we want to go to the right. This is the room that was just north of where we just were, so you'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. Yeah, see, island trap in the middle. You just get stuck there. You can't grab the map here. So after we grab the map, let's take a look at where we are. Alright, so the boss is in the far top right corner. So from this point, where we're just going to work on getting up there, there's a couple of routes we can take. I'm going to take the shortest because, yeah, no need to waste all the keys. I already know what all the old men are going to say, so I have an idea of where we're going. So I'm gonna take the shortcut, which is actually in this room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to bombs. You can see there's like a gap in the map up here. There is a hidden room right here. You come in here and you get a bunch of rupees. Not that I need a whole bunch of rupees, but yeah. There we go. About to max out my rupee count. Alright, so you can choose any direction to go from here. If you go up, you're going to be... There's a key up there, and then you got to go through a couple of rooms. One of which has some tricky spike traps, like the little blade traps that will catch you if you walk in through the door unexpectedly, which I want to avoid. So we're going to go to the right here, and we're going to skip that whole room entirely. Okay, so I'm going to drop my bomb, and then I am going to switch to arrows, because I got to fight a bunch of the big jumpy blue guy things in here. Or, not arrows, but these guys. These guys. I recall it's a switch here, but I don't remember which way to hit it. It's not going to kill everything in here. It's push this, one direction or another. Isn't it? No? Okay. Guess I'm mistaken. I thought it was a switch in here. Maybe I have to kill them with the switch? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played this game. Yeah, alright, it is a switch. Oh, there it is. Just gotta push on it longer. Okay, so yeah. Hit the switch in here. You didn't need to kill all those guys. That was a waste of time. Okay. Next room is the big, scary, two-headed dragon thing. And, so we're gonna fight this guy. I'm gonna pause it for half a second. We're gonna talk briefly about this, and then we're gonna go in and kill this guy. Okay. So the fireballs cannot be blocked, even with the magic shield. They cannot be blocked. So try not to get hit by fireballs. Once you hit one of his heads, it will fly off and start to bounce around the room. So yeah, avoid that as best you can, and then he's gonna drop a heart container. Hopefully, I always struggle with this guy, so hopefully I won't have to use my red potion, but it may happen. So let's see how this goes. As you get stronger, you're going to fight this guy again in another dungeon later. Oops, hit the right thing. Okay. Yep, as I said, you can't block those, so you got to dodge them. Alright, and now that head is going to bounce around the room and try and shoot me and cause all kinds of... Ah, there we go. Alright, I got a heart and a heart container. Excellent. Not as bad as I thought that was going to be. So, excellent. Okay, so now we're going to just go get the Triforce, and then we're going to head out of here. Da-da-da-da. head off to level 5. From here, we're gonna gather the last couple of things we absolutely need to beat this game. So I'm gonna come down all the way back to the beginning because it's easier to get to where we need to go from the beginning. So from here, come back down, and oh, get hit in the face. Okay, so from here, all right. Let's take a little pause here for a second and talk. All right, so we've got four of the Triforce pieces. The last things we need to do is we're gonna go and grab another heart container so that we can unlock the last sword, like the sword upgrade there. And then we're also going to get the bracelet. The bracelet is a strength bracelet. It allows us to go into rock formations that look like a little X cross on the screen. We can push one of the rocks out of the way. It opens a stairway into basically the warp system of the game. We can jump around to different parts of the map, and then from there we can jump to the next dungeon and run through it. So let's go ahead and run through all of that. Okay. Oops. I did not mean to select that. Don't waste your bombs. Okay. So let's go. We're gonna swing all the way to the right. This is, as I mentioned when we were just running up this way, we're gonna run right back to where we were before to get the last heart container. There's another heart container on the way that I pointed out as we were going. So we're gonna go get that guy now. And these are the little cross things that I was talking about. Once you have the strength container or the strength bracelet, you can push this rock right here out of the way, and a secret passageway opens up. It is your warp system through. Okay. So I've used I am filled up on rupees. I don't need to worry about gathering them anymore until we start spending them. Swing. Okay. Pillows of peace. And these will get even easier because the sword we're about to get is going to do double damage, so Overworld will get much easier to navigate. Okay? The things that still take 2, 3, 4 shots will now take less. That's a good thing. Alright, here we go. There's our heart container. Let's clear out these guys to make this a little bit easier. I'm gonna kill the Zora if I can find him. Nope, he's gonna be down there. Come on, buddy. There it is. Alright. Oop. Alright, look at that. We got another heart container. So, now we have 12 hearts. 12 hearts is the requirement to grab the next sword. You had to have 5 hearts for the first sword and for the first sword upgrade, and 12 hearts for the second sword upgrade. If you've played the recent Breath of the Wild, it's 12 or 13 hearts. I forget what it is exactly, but that's what is required for you to get the Master Sword, based directly off of this game. So, tons of fun. Alright. So let's go. We're going to swing all the way up here. We don't need to go out that way. We've already got that. And if you're trying to speedrun, which I am not, you can totally get both of those hearts on the same go. So skip getting that first heart and come back here after you beat the 4th dungeon and work on it that way. Alright, swing all the way to the left. Identical path to what we just did before. So we're going to run all the way around. We're going to run through the desert. Instead of swinging down at the lake, though, we're going to run across the top of the lake. There's going to be a little river that you can't cross normally. And we're going to go over it with our stepladder and start gathering the rest of the stuff we need. There we go. Avoid these guys because you can't hit them until they land. So these that take 2 hits will suddenly start taking 1 hit, which is going to be fantastic. It's a wonderful upgrade when we get it. So we're going to go across here. There we go. Kill a bunch of stuff. Alright, avoid all the helicopter things. I know all this stuff has an official name. I really do. I just have no idea what it is. Across here. Not to die. Oh, yep. Get hit in the face, as I say. Try not to get hit in the face. Alright, so we're going to swing down. And then over. And come up the little path here. And if I recall, it is this next one over is where we're going to get our strength bracelet. I don't know. Which one is it? It's the top row. Hold on just a second. Let me look it up, because I don't want to wake every one of these guys up. Oh, top right. Okay. Hit in the face. All right. So now we have strength bracelet. This is fantastic. Okay. So strength bracelet. We're gonna go across. We're gonna pass one of the little warp points. You'll see it over here in just a minute. And we're gonna run straight past it into the graveyard. Once we get to the graveyard, we're gonna push one of the gravestones out of the way and go down and get the Master Sword. And then we'll come right back to this warp point. So let's do this. Yeah. Ignore that. Ignore these guys. Over to the left here. We're going to go left, up, and then... Or left, up. So let's try not to die here. Oh my goodness. Lionels. I hate you. Come up. And then right here in the middle. I think it's this one. Yeah. Try not to wake up all the ghosts. Alright. Master it, and you can have this. Da-da-da-da. Now we do twice as much damage. Or 4 times as much damage as we started with. But, yeah. Let's go. Let's go kill some stuff. Let's go, let's go. Ghost. Yeah. Hit the face. Oh, we're not ready for this one yet. Not ready for here. Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Stop it. Stop being those guys. Okay, so, yeah, from here, as I said, we go up from this point, and now we're gonna have to kill a bunch of the red Lionels. I forgot, they split when you come on this side. So as I said, you push that rock up when you have the strength, and you open this. And then, if I recall, it's the one on the far right that'll take us to the next dungeon. So we're going to go in here. Yep, this one right here. So we're going to come out here. Go all the way over here. And then we're going to go into the lost mountain thing. It's a maze. It's not really much of a maze. If you go left, you get straight out. And if you go up 4 times, you get out. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright. So, let's run in here. And this is the 5th dungeon. So, from here, we got a bunch of the stuff we need, and, yeah, I think I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break here, and then I will come back later and stream some more of this. How's that sound? So thank you all for watching. I'll be back in just a little bit.